You know, it is very easy to build a profile about somebody's character and to be very accurate when you have never met them in your life. Yeah, you just build a profile of them based on what they have done, their handiwork. Now, some of us may know that some years back, the FBI in America, in a breakthrough in fighting crime, developed a unit that did some great work in hunting down serial murderers, serial killers, based on building a profile. Yeah, taking the evidence from the scenes of crime and the crimes committed, finding the link between this crime and that crime and that crime, and then building a profile right up to the age of the person they're looking for. And guess what? In a vast majority of the cases, they were pinpoint correct. And so, today, let us attempt to do the same here. And actually, we have plenty to go on. Okay? Now, so far we know that this particular unit, very illegal, chini ya maji, takes their orders from one individual. Let us focus on that one individual. Okay? It should be pretty obvious that that individual does not have much schooling. Hakwenda shule. Okay, and that's not an insult. It is just based on their behavior. You see, one of the reasons people go to school is to be able to develop some certain skills. Yeah, and one of those skills is being able to look at something and think it through. Think ahead. For example, utapiga mtu ngumi kwa uso. Okay? But you have not thought about the possible consequences. Okay? But when you think through the consequences, but when you think through everything, for instance, is the one who punched me first. But if I do what I'm going to do and I damage his face, he might go and get something called a P3. I will be picked up by the cops. I will spend a period of time in police cells. I will be charged with assault, and there'll be evidence because of his face. And I know that if I'm found guilty, there is no way I can avoid jail time. You have thought the whole process through before you make your decision to throw that punch. And with all due respect to those of us who love this channel, who may not have gone to school much, like yours truly, yeah, with all due respect to all of us, this is an ability that is supposed to develop over time the longer you stay in school. But some people also get it without going to school much. But the majority of the people who don't have it did not go to school much. Okay? I'm sure you're getting me. And so this unschooled individual is making decisions without thinking them through. Okay? Let me give a very good example. The police are being harassed to present some people in court. And this individual has those people. He knows where those people are. And he is so powerful in Kenya today that he can liaise with the police, although he's not a member of the police force. Okay? And therefore, this individual makes the decision of ignoring the court orders. Okay? Wachana na hiyo. Kwani watadu? Without thinking through the possible consequences. Now the problem with these abductions is they are not within official circles. Hii ni kitu ya jua kali ambayo iko nje kabisa ya serikali. It is just people flexing their power muscles, yeah, to show how powerful they are. Also, back to what we were discussing. This individual did not think through the whole process of what would happen when a senior police officer continues to ignore court orders. Okay? And they are so powerful that they just simply told the said police officer, ignore those court orders. After all, you know nothing. Don't go. Period. And you know who I am. I'll protect you. Something like that. Although this would have been very easy to avoid, all this person in charge of abductions would have done would have been to instruct the said police officer, you go to court and tell them this story, 1, 2, 3. Period. They'd have found a story to give to the court, and the situation would not have gotten to where it has gotten today. Okay, folks, it is important to go to school. It is. And not so that you just get a job. No. It helps a lot with your reasoning capacity. And you can't run away from that one. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. That is the truth. And therefore, in this particular case, it is very easy to see what must have happened. Okay? The situation of these abductions and this senior police officer getting so many court orders they ignored has dominated headlines for days. It has dominated the news for days. And of course that has consequences. And so what has happened is that other powerful people have come into play.